Good evening and welcome to Winnipeg. Now, a few minutes ago, about half an hour ago I guess, I was cleaning up here and I was going to remove these little pieces that we just sprayed in the last episode. And I was going to grab them with the tweezers from underneath, and then I realized that in all likelihood I was going to scratch the top that we just painted. So I thought, now it'd be nice if there was something, I was going to put masking tape on the upper one, and then I thought, why don't I make a pair of tweezers that I, can keep for just that purpose. I've got a lot of tweezers. I've probably got about, I'm guessing about 30 altogether. Now most of them are real cheapies. Like this is just a real cheapie. I'm going to knock stuff over here yet. Okay, now I'll recompose and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Well, first of all, I'm going to narrow down one of these tongs with the file here, and then we'll recompose. Now, I just want to remember here that this block here still has some little parts on it. We got these parts off originally, and yeah, and more than once I've accidentally not noticed something like that, and I've either thrown it in the garbage, and I do recall finding it, or I've thrown it in the little bin that I keep all these blocks in. So let's keep that separate. Now, what we've got going on here is one of these, this bottom one actually, I've filed it down. You can probably see it's a little narrower than it's not as thick as the top one. So what I want to do is put a piece of sponge rubber that's going to stick on the top one, so that when I come in and squeeze down, the sponge rubber is going to stick on there. And I think what I can do is take a piece of my double-sided tape here and just put it on like this. Okay, now we'll just trim that off, and I may have to do this off camera. I'm just going to go ahead and do it and get it done. Now the reason I want to get these off is because the longer I leave them stuck onto this masking tape, the longer, or the worse the gum is going to be on it. So whoop. Okay, now some very astute viewers noticed that I forgot to paint right along this edge here. And then when I was looking at that, I realized that, okay, there's these little circles as well. Now maybe I should have had the camera at a different angle. There's one here, a circle here, and there's one on the other side here. So I'll probably do that quickly off camera. I don't know if I'll do it this evening or not. But there's something else I wanted to mention here. I'm just going to slide this along here. Make some room. You know what? I'm going to have to recompose a little bit. I got too much junk on the table. Now you'll notice on the side of the bulkhead here there are these fire hoses, or what's supposed to be fire hoses, sort of draped over probably some sort of a rack. And there's quite a few of them. There's one there. There's one there. As we move along, there's where did I see them? Oh yeah. Okay, there's some right here and right here. They're in a lot of different places all the way along, and only 4 of them were separate, and that were these ones right here. And I painted them the 66. And these ones you're actually hardly going to see because they actually go on the sides, like right here that I'm touching right now. And so I'm just sort of wondering if I should try, you know, and sort of highlight these somehow. I'm afraid that if I try it, I'm going to end up making a mess, though. That's the problem. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. Okay, I've cleaned up my brushes. I used two different brushes. I used this wide one for along here, and I used a small one to do the circles. As you can see, the paint's still a little bit wet. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this evening, folks. So thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you in the next episode.